Jonesy
and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Well, what about that? Married at First Sight wrapped up last night. The final
Is it finished?
vows
It's
were
for
in
final
there.
vows.
The final vows. The final
Anyone
curtain.
make it? Anyone make it?
I don't think. The guy that he looks like Adrian Griner from Entourage. What the character Vinny Chase, that guy, I think him and his girl, I think they continue on.
Only one couple out of how many?
12 couples. I
What a shock. What a shock.
My heart wasn't in it this time for Married at First Sight because the players of the show are aware of what they get. You know, I like that. What's that good-looking Asian girl that was on there? She was
Brendan,
nice.
I don't watch.
Anyway,
don't know.
she was. I
the
liked her when
good-looking Asian girl. I don't know.
I liked her when she was first on it, and then she came in here, and you could tell that she was thinking, okay, this is where my life begins.
She thought, I'm the zeitgeist at the moment. This is my moment.
It's all me now. And I said, well, no, come on, guys, because really it's about finding true love.
Oh, it's Brendan.
I'm an
Finding
old
true
romantic.
Love. Of course you are. And the psychologists put people together.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking to Lyndall later, aren't we?
Lyndall, yes. Well, and that's...
You were telling me earlier that they've put her with someone who she says, I'm prepared to move to be with you. And he says, well, by the way, I'm away for 4 months with you and you can just live with my flatmates.
And Lyndall, she lives in Perth, Western Australia, and she's got cystic fibrosis. And the poor thing, if you know anyone with cystic fibrosis, it is quite a struggle to breathe. And there's a new drug that's come out on the market now that was quite expensive, and it was hard for Lyndall to get help, but then they became available on the PBS. So now her life has changed, and I guess she went on Married at First Sight. So originally her first vows when she met her husband Cam was this.
To my almost husband, for maybe the first time in my life, I'm reluctant to say how I feel. Maybe because this is the first time I'm seeing you, or maybe because I have to admit out loud how much today actually means to me. But as scared as I am, I believe that if you really want something, you don't get it just by dipping your toe in. And I guess, to put it plainly, I'm not here to spiders.
I think she made that clear. So you're not into arachnids. Good, I'll write that down.
No. But things didn't work out with them.
No. So the final vows last night were quite bruising, and Lyndall certainly didn't hold back.
Unfortunately, at one point or another, the man I met at our wedding started fading away. In our first few weeks together, you could barely sit through the smallest of criticisms and constantly walked out of hard conversations, leaving me to pick up the pieces. You told me you've never had a relationship because you can't handle being confronted, and so you run. Then, on several occasions, you told me to be silent, regardless of what was right, to stay in my lane, or you'd run from me too. Once these cracks started to form, you withdrew from this relationship completely. I constantly had to beg for a shred of affection, your time, your attention, and support when I was hurting. I felt like I was a burden, and that being there for me as my partner was an inconvenience. I drove myself insane trying to figure out how to be the partner you wanted. I've realised that there was never anything I could do to be the partner you wanted because you simply don't want one. This entire relationship has been on your terms and yours alone. If there is one good thing that cystic fibrosis has given me, it's resilience. All my life, I've had to give up so much. I've been held back, limited, and struggled through trauma and judgment I wouldn't wish on anyone. But I have always thrived in spite of that. I have now been given a miracle, a fresh start, a new version of my life that is completely unburdened and unlimited. I won't spend another moment of that life restricted. Not by my condition, not by my body, not by fear, and certainly not by you. So, to put it plainly, stay in your lane and I'll stay in mine. I want to build a life I'm proud of. And that life does not include you.
Whoa.
What a speech. I've got goosebumps.
She
That's an
is quite amazing
speech.
and didn't say 100% once, which was
How did
pretty
he take
impressive.
it?
Well, he was ready to go, get his speech out, and then Lyndall went with this.
Before you start,
Yeah.
just on that, I just feel like no matter what you say today, it's only going to disappoint me again. I think I'm just done.
Perfect. You can have them then. You get me in a car. I'm out of here. That's me done.
That's me done. I'm going.
Probably suited him not to
go.
have to do the speech.
Well, he had his speech. He chucked it on the ground, and then the cameras zoomed in on the speech, and it's just sitting there. I'd love to know what was in his speech. You know,
Red rum, red rum, red rum.
I don't think it's going to. Hey, let's buy a house, a very big house in the country, and have kids together. I think he was going back to his FIFO little life, and that was going to be it. So
we're going to be talking to Lyndall later.
yeah, but I would ask this of Lyndall because she's been through real stuff in her life. She's lived real stuff. Does she regret this experience? Is this something that's going to make her grow stronger?
And the fact that he seemed, from what you were saying, like a good guy at the beginning,
Yeah.
was that all fake? Was that all fake? Is that all
I really
editing?
like the guy.
And has she been watching the show going, well, when are they going to show his true colours?
So I think maybe we might have seen his true colours at the end. But then again, that show can make, Idi Amin look great. And
He was a great husband.
Mother Teresa, a demon.
Yeah, that marriage was really fraught, wasn't
How
it?
will
Mother Teresa and Idi Amin.
That's the best that I could come up with. How will Lyndall go without those dramatic stings, though? What are you going to do without those?
Yeah, be followed around by a
In your
band.
life, I'd love that. I'd love that following me around everywhere.